What's going on? It's Jon Does. Hell yeah, mother effers.
You got to be careful.
Yeah, be careful. We want children to watch this.
That's
Small children, like
Well,
3-year-olds watching this.
Let's not go too far.
Hey, kids, fuck off. I'm just kidding. No 3-year-olds, please. Not yet, at least.
What's going on?
What's up, everybody? It's Jon.
It's Friday.
It's Friday, and I put a second light up, so it looks probably a little better than normal.
Yeah, we got...
Smile for the camera. Okay. Smile. We should do a smile, like, minute. Every episode for 1 minute, we just smile at the camera.
That's insane. I like the idea.
Welcome
Smile
back.
like
It's
you
Jon
mean it.
Does 105. That's like some LA radio station.
Welcome to Jon Does 105. Junior stations.
.org. Hey, what's up? Yeah, we're just hanging out today. We don't have a lot going on. But if you're a fan of this channel, you should check out, I'm still using my lower third. I hate this.
Yeah, you commented on that last time, how much you dislike this banner.
Yeah, and I actually tried making one earlier this week. It's been kind of a busy week. But I didn't obviously finish one that I'm happy with yet. But check out wilddinosaur.com. It's the best place to support the channel. There's cool stuff there. I'm going to be doing some revamp stuff because we've got new pants coming out. I'm going to add some links there, and we need to talk about some business stuff, Patrick.
I'm always pointing the wrong direction but now I can. Yeah.
Hey.
Hey, it's right here, wilddinosaur.com.
And I can do this.
Let's talk about business. Let's talk business. Let's get into the business
I'll
talk.
point with my tongue. So check out wilddinosaur.com.
You serpent.
You son of a bitch.
You serpent.
Wild Dinosaur Serpent Squad. That's my movie that's coming out. It's not a bad name.
No,
actually,
not at all.
for a wild dinosaur movie.
Or at least a song or something.
Yeah,
Serpent Squad.
Serpent Squad.
It sounds like what's the G.I. Joe Cobra?
Yeah.
Yeah.
G.I. Joe, aka Wild Dinosaur Serpents.
It sounds like the villains from G.I. Joe.
From Terminator.
Yeah.
Yes, John.
You've been watching The Last of Us at all?
No, I haven't watched any of it
man.
yet.
All right.
I promise I'll start getting into that here. I did my and I think I've said this on the show. I've always wanted to wait till there was like a bunch of episodes out.
You got 5 right now.
Yeah, I know there's 5, and I initially said 3, and for some reason I was just like, yeah, just let's keep.
You've had a lot going on.
Yeah, there's plenty going on. I'm not gonna say I couldn't have watched it because what I've watched this week when I'm like relaxing and like passing out is I've watched a bunch of old DC stuff. Well, not a bunch of old. I did watch Batman '89, and then I watched a bunch of the animated DC movies.
How was that Batman '89?
It's awesome. That movie is a badass still. I think it still holds up.
Jack Nicholson made a killing off that movie. I'm
Yeah.
sure you've heard about that.
Yeah,
How
I'm
he
sure.
he inked it into his contract that he wanted like a portion of the profits.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. And you can see in the movie because he in the movie he throws out $20 million to people on the streets.
That
Before
was
gassing
his
them.
real money.
Yeah, that was his real money.
Not a lot of people know that.
And then he gassed them with Joker laughing gas. Jack Nicholson, he was a son of a bitch. There's to you, my man.
He was. He's still around. But I mean, for now.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I mean.
Well, the last time I've seen, like, his last big appearance was at Laker games.
True. Yeah, he actually hasn't.
What's up, Ryan?
I read somewhere that some of his friends wanted the cops to do a welfare check on, like a wellness check on him because he hasn't been seen in a long time.
No,
so hopefully all's well in the Jack Nicholson world.
Unless he just, look, I don't want to be too morbid here, but maybe he just spent all that like Batman money on some hard drugs, and he's just doing the rest of his life away in some like room, and he's actually living the like secluded Bruce Wayne lifestyle now, but maybe a little bit more destructive. He's instead of a superhero vigilante, he's just a massive drug addict.
Do you mean destructive or productive?
Both.
Yeah, I mean, hope. I mean, one can only hope, John. One can only hope.
Right. I keep forgetting. I made this shot a little tighter. I got to make it a little wider because I forgot the chat.
The chat. Hey, I like that anyway.
Yeah.
You can see more of me.
Yeah, you can see his quarantine you. That this is actually a prop wardrobe from the No Friends on This Planet music video, which if you haven't checked that out, go check that out. Trying to get the view counts up on that. Trying to get the view counts up on everything on my channel. So just like watch everything. Watch all 105 episodes of Jon Does that are all about an hour, maybe longer. And just watch them all at once. Don't go to work or go to school or anything. Just watch Jon Does on repeat. And then
send you a sticker pack.
And then sign into your parents' YouTube's account and subscribe to my channel.
Watch Jon Does on repeat, and he'll send you a sticker pack.
And steal this stream. That's the title of this episode.
Yeah, pirate that stream.
Pirate that ass. Yar. Is me booty. Is me booty.
What language is that?
I don't know. It's Bobby Lee.
Is me booty.
Is that?
Is me booty.
Oh man. So this is going to be another fun episode, guys.
I think we're losing viewers by the second here.
So yeah, I went and saw Ant-Man yesterday. That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't talk too much about it.
Yeah, you have a video.
Yeah, if you guys care about it, go watch that movie or the video.
Watch the movie first, then watch your review.
Yeah, it's non-spoilery, but for the most part. But I do talk about some stuff that's in like the marketing for it. But see, it started talking about Ant-Man and it went back up. I'm just kidding.
Let's hear. Yeah, no, let's hear what's some stuff just briefly. What did you like about the movie? Because I haven't seen the review yet. I wasn't able to watch it last night.
I'll start off by saying like the critic reviews were really bad, but I had so much fun with this movie. It's a science fiction movie. It's a pure science fiction movie. I've heard some comparisons to like it being like Marvel's Star Wars, which I don't disagree with, but I think to maybe be a little bit more specific it's more like John Carter and a little bit of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Well, I love John Carter, and Hitchhiker's Guide I'm just not too familiar with.
Because how are we friends? I'm just kidding.
Ouch.
No, that's like one of my favorite book series. I haven't reread it in a really long time, but I do have the like leather-bound version that has like, I forget how many were in the series total. They're all really short, but then there was one that's not. It's a story, but it's technically only it's only like a chapter long. It's not a full book. But each book, I think the longest one is like 350 pages or something like
not
that.
Too bad.
They're not terrible to get through. So I should revisit those. It's been a while, but I love the movie. I know some people didn't get it or appreciate it as much as I did, but I like that. Also, Ant-Man, it was good. I don't know. If you like weird stuff, they definitely do some weird stuff. That's all I'll say, I guess.
Does it make you a little more excited about this current phase?
I think it's hard to tell. You know what? Actually, the thing that made me excited about this phase is that Kevin Feige came out a day or two ago, or a couple days ago, maybe now, and said that they're going to slow down.
I saw that.
Yeah, and that makes me really happy because Phase 4, I think they just really did try to shove so much stuff in there.
Quantity over quality in some cases.
Yeah, I think that's a good direction to go. But yeah, I don't know. Ant-Man I think was fun. There's definitely some problems with the movie for sure, but a lot of that stuff is stuff that I get past. But I think we lost Ryan because I'm talking about Marvel.
Did you end up watching it in 3D?
No. No.
The 3D looks cool from the trailer that we saw at Avatar.
It did. I just, I don't know. For some reason, Marvel movies aren't usually the ones that I like. I don't see 3D movies very often. I think IMAX is maybe more likely, but I still don't even really go that route very often. But if I do see 3D, it's something like Avatar, where it's like they're telling you it's made for 3D, or like there's
maybe the Mario movie.
Yeah, that looked awesome in 3D. The trailer that we saw looked really good.
Do they have
Ant-Man?
Is it 65? Is that the movie that?
Yeah, the Adam Driver one. Yeah.
Is that going to be in 3D? That would be badass.
That would be awesome. No, I was showing my sister that. I think it comes out March 10th. I think is the date. But yeah, I was showing my sister that trailer the other day. I'm so pumped for that one.
I you know about this, but I haven't spoken at all about this in a long time. You know that I briefly worked at that company.
Oh yeah,
in 3.
Yeah,
which I believe got sold to, was it Real D or whatever their.
Is that where they're? Yeah,
I think so. I think they merged.
That.
Yeah. They took their technology and everything. But I remember that, like, to get the employees hyped, they showed a demo where they had taken classic movies and made them 3D, and one of the movies was Top Gun.
Oh, nice.
And it looked so badass. And there was like in the building where we worked, there was like a little theater room. And dude, it was so sick. Like, they brought all like the new hires in. And we got to watch their demo reel, and it's just like
cool.
Incredible.
That's cool.
This was like early, I think this was 2003, I want to say.
Okay.
Oh no, sorry. 2005.
2005.
2005.
Oh yeah, I was already gone. I was already gone by then.
Yeah. And so the movie that they were working on was King Kong.
Right. Which I think you said that stuff probably ended up on the ride at Universal.
Yeah, I think so. Because they never re-released a 3D version of King Kong theatrically or anything like that.
But the ride at Universal is 3D.
Yeah,
they give you glasses and stuff to go on.
So yeah, I think that a lot of the material from that. You got some Bobcat sounds.
It's a cougar.
Tell me,
it's a cougar.
Oh, it's close enough.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, pumped on these big cat sounds. Just some scream.
It's the Wilhelm scream.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's what that's called. That's used in like every movie, stuff like that. Let's see. I got a couple of new ones in here. Just a drum roll.
There's also that James Blake song that's titled "The Wilhelm Scream." That one's great, dude. That's a great
it's
song.
A good song. And then of course that, and then
that's a good big cat sound.
Yeah, and then I moved the fart over to this bank, and then.
Some party sirens.
Yeah, and then the one on this, everything's the same on this first bank except for. So when you say something or I say something, that's the one we go for. that doesn't gel with the audience. Boo! Get out of here! Or hey!
That sound effect is actually getting me a little piped for the Gladiator sequel.
Piped?
Hyped.
Oh, I thought you said you're getting a little piped for the Gladiator sequel.
I might have said that
bad.
Accidentally. Freudian slip or what?
Hey, fair enough. We all make mistakes, but I mean, maybe it wasn't a mistake.
Depends on what the definition of piped you mean.
All of them. And then there was one other special one that we liked.
Oh no, not this again.
Get out of here. It's still there though. It's still on the board, but I still have.
I did a little research into that.
I have 10 more banks.
Yeah, I did a little research into that guy. I found that he was originally from Thailand.
Okay.
That's about all I found.
I think I heard something that like he has had plastic surgery and he does. It's a mix of like plastic surgery and like face filter.
Okay. Yeah, that's some damn good Botox, I gotta say.
Oh man,
maybe Thailand's the spot to go for Botox.
Well, I mean,
this lighting right now is actually pretty good.
This lighting is pretty good. It might be a little hot, but that's okay. Yeah, let's see if I can.
I mean, my skin looks pretty smooth on this lighting.
Oh, that's the temperature. That's a little better. It's a little softer there. Little bit softer. Well, I'm not hitting up Thailand for Botox anytime soon. I might be hitting up Turkey for some hair transplants.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you do you. I think that.
I hear they have the best Thanksgivings there too.
Yeah, probably not the best time to go right now.
No, definitely not.
And that was pretty tragic. I mean,
yeah,
it's crazy.
I think Hassan's still doing the fundraiser.
Nice.
So I remembered seeing he was at like 1.4 million that he'd raised for that. So
that's great.
Shout out Hassan Piker. Go if you want to donate to Turkey.
Earthquake relief.
Hassan Piker's doing a really good one. So yeah, check that out.
That is
Hassanabi.
It got me thinking, what if that happened in California?
It has not.
Northridge was pretty close.
Yeah, Northridge was pretty close. And then there was
not as severe, but
I don't remember how big the 89 one was.
Is that San Francisco?
San Francisco, that was big. And then there was one in San Francisco in like the early 1900s.
That's the fire.
Yeah, that's when San Francisco like burned down basically.
Yeah. They had to like rebuild the entire city.
Almost all of it, yeah.
I've seen some video. There, if you look on YouTube, there are some channels that specialize in like recolorization or like colorization of like classic footage.
Yeah,
and
that's cool.
Yeah, and they have one that I saw that was San Francisco around the turn of the century. Like, I mean, video, or not even video. What am I trying to say here? Film.
The reels from the past.
Just like moving pictures.
Yeah.
That was probably a new technology around this time.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it's pretty interesting. I think this was before the earthquake.
We're being invaded by a cat back here, just so you know.
But I always find those interesting to watch.
You know what's cool about San Francisco and so a lot of the bays when or the inner bay when San Francisco was being founded, there was like it would be like a harbor, but like merchant plots where you could just like set your boat up and you could like sell your wares and stuff like that. So you could have like a docked area, but all of that is like the shoreline has receded a bit. And so the BART is the like public transit there. One of the public transits in the Bay Area. It's kind of like the subway system. And part of it goes through, like they've done excavations or scans, and part of the BART tunnels go through like old boat remnants, like old ships and stuff from the founding days.
Part of the BART system does?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
There's like buried ships and stuff within the I guess it would be up to like where kind of the South Soma area, maybe not that far. Just like the shoreline, kind of by like
Embarcadero.
Yeah, Embarcadero. The shoreline would have been higher up a little bit, so you know, a handful of blocks into San Francisco that way. And so yeah, public transportation, like there's I think I saw like a scan like a year or so ago that somebody had posted.
I recall that coming from East Bay, like one of the first stops in the city is Embarcadero.
I forget all of like the stops in order, but yeah, West Oakland's the last one. In the East Bay.
I meant coming into the city from the East Bay.
I think it's Embarcadero. I can't remember. Ryan would know if Ryan's still listening.
Yeah.
Ryan takes the BART regularly.
It's a great system.
It is. I used to like the BART a lot.
I wish LA had more. I think we've spoken about this before, I think. But yeah, I do wish
LA's got the Metro, right? Is that what it is?
They do, yes.
It's good, but it
just needs more stops. The red line, I think, is what it is.
Well, there's a bunch of different lines, and they can extend some of them. They had talked about, I don't know if they've done it, but they talked about extending it to Long Beach at some point, which would be cool. I'd be down to do like a day trip. To, like,
yeah, why not?
Go down to like the Queen Mary.
Check it out. I wish that they had a connection though, going out west, like to Santa Monica. That would be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool. This is a little weird to say too, but even east to like Pasadena.
Yeah.
Would be great.
Have you been to Old Town Pasadena before? There's some.
I don't know if I have actually. Actually, wait. Was there a lunch and punch there?
Hip stuff there.
Did we go to? Was it no?
No. Maybe you went to another contest around that area.
I think it was in 2012. I went with Ian and Angel.
All right.
I don't remember who else was there. Forgive me. But yeah, I think it might have been in Pasadena or no, it was in Santa Ana. Sorry, I think it was that. I think that was in Santa Ana.
Yeah, like a blading cup.
Yeah, I think it was blading cup. That was fun. I got a pair. I won. They were just throwing stuff out to the crowd, and I snagged a pair of socks.
Sweet. I remember that fiction luncheon punch that we went to when we were in high school.
Oh, that was awesome,
dude. I still have that giant Razors banner.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh man, I remember seeing like all of my favorite rollerbladers there. Like Brian Shima, John Elliott, I think
Jeff Stockwell was there.
Stockwell was there, and
I remember Stockwell was skating some Razor Escos.
Yeah, I don't remember if Ryan Northway was there or if that was at the what was the
IMYTA?
Yeah, IMYTA.
He was at IMYTA, the one that you didn't go to. We talked to him a little bit there at UCLA.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Yeah, you didn't go to that one.
No, sorry, I was thinking of who I had a brief hangout with Tori Tressiter at the IMYTA. That's who that was.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah,
the one at University High School in Santa Monica.
Yes, yeah. And we were standing on the hill. I think it was during the finals. That was maybe one of the most intense finals I've ever seen.
Because it's a crazy kink rail. It's low, super low,
and you like that kink is steep. It's steep, and that kink is short, so you could like. Honestly, I feel like the smart thing to do, like if it's us, is to just try to gap that and just like soul to soul or something like that, because otherwise it could be potentially like very hurt, like disastrous if you fuck up on something like that.
And I didn't see anybody do this, or even I don't know if anybody tried it, but to just do like a soul grind or something and then just gap the rest of the set.
Oh, that was a big set. So I don't know.
You do haul ass on that rail though.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like an Eric Perquette, just like.
Oh, I don't mean gap the entire set.
No. I know.
From the flat.
Yeah. Like he like top souls it or something like that, and then just like 180s
he could have at the time easy.
Yeah.
Maybe not easy, but I think he could have done it.
I'm sure there's people out there that are like, "What are you talking about?"
I'm sure most people are thinking that.
Yeah, actually, there's probably a lot of people that didn't know that I used to rollerblade. Is that on my other channel? I have some skate footage somewhere. It's either on my John Burkhart channel or I think there's one on here. I think it's the one that I edited from 2012 when I was back here and Ian had his broken leg.
Aggressive inline skating.
Yes, aggressive inline skating.
I always thought that term was so dorky, but I mean, I guess it tells people what it is. I would always just say, like spots that you're used to seeing from skateboarding.
Yeah, but we did it better.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, we hung out with like good rollerbladers.
Oh, absolutely, we absolutely did. Yeah, I think we were in the.
We were the worst of the crew.
We were in the family.
Yeah, we were the worst of the crew, but we had a good time.
I wouldn't say that we were like the worst not of our crew.
Of some of the crews that we were like auxiliary of, because like it was more of a regional thing. So like there was all the Camarillo skaters, and then there was all the Ventura skaters, and then we all hung out together in comparison to the LA skaters. You know what I mean? And then there was like the Santa Barbara skaters.
We skated with so many different people. That was probably the best part about rollerblading, was getting to meet people that we still hang out with today.
I have two. No, I don't really keep up with the rollerblading industry, but I do see some rollerbladers. Actually, I do have a bone to pick with you and Ian that you didn't introduce me to. What's that dude's name? The something Philadelphia.
Oh, dude. Okay, Robbie Pitts.
Robbie Pitts. Robbie
something Philadelphia. Yeah,
no, I think it's like Instagram. So it's not, I don't know. Maybe not.
He's Australian, I think.
He's Australian.
Yeah.
I don't know where he got Philadelphia from. That dude is awesome. If I still rollerbladed, that would probably beat me.
Yeah, he does some weird stuff, but he's pretty. Remember, like Ollie Short back in the day. He also used to do some interesting.
No,
stuff.
I liked Ollie Short too. He was one of my favorite Brit skaters. He kind of reminded me of like Dee Ramone.
At the time, I think that's kind of what he was going for.
Yeah. Like kind of looked the part, but
he was good.
He was real good, man. There were some really good rollerbladers. I mean, we've been in the presence of people doing some amazing things.
Oh,
but still,
absolutely.
Carlos Panowski was still like baffles me. Some of the stuff that he had like tried, I'm just like, you're an insane person, literally an insane person. Why is my brother calling me?
Put him on the cast. I think one of the craziest things about Carlos Pianowski was that he often looked like he just didn't really know how to rollerblade like that well.
He didn't. No, he didn't. He looked,
but he would do the most insane tricks.
He was like as tall as me, but maybe like more leaner, and he just was like, there was no fear. He would just haul ass as fast as he could. It's like he just put rollerblades on, learned how to stand up and move, and then was like, okay, I'm gonna jump a 40 stair, and you're like, what?
Yes.
Actually, no. I'm gonna gap a 20 stair to Royale of like the other half,
like another 20 stair rail.
Yeah.
The dude was incredible. That one in San Diego, that convention center. Do you know what I'm talking about? That giant ledge. I'll show, if we're over in downtown San Diego, I'll show you.
Bernie Sayer?
No.
Ledge?
No. This is something else. I'll show it to you if we're ever in downtown San Diego.
I do want to go to San Diego sometime.
Yeah, we'll check it out. But because like the convention center is right there in like the heart of downtown, so I'm sure we can check it out. Last time I was in San Diego, it was like 2012, dude. It's been over 10 years. But I remember when Ian and I were there, and
you were there for Comic-Con when you dressed as Chun-Li.
No, it's like it was in like February, and yeah, I would have dressed as E Honda.
E Honda,
and we walked up to the stadium, Petco Park. The baseball stadium is right there in downtown as well, right by the convention center, and we just walked into the stadium.
Hell yeah.
Like onto the field.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, just open. It's
Fuck
awesome. I really like downtowns like that where you can just kind of walk. Everything's like right there in that area, and you can walk around.
You walk out on the field, and all of a sudden it's just like,
yeah, where's that coming from?
Get out of here! All of a sudden you get smacked in the head by a beer.
Yeah, I'm surprised I did it. It would have been Ian throwing it at the back of my head.
Yeah.
That trip actually kind of sucked because I got like a clothespin in one of my tires. And I had to replace my tires, and it sucked, dude.
Yeah, replacing tires is expensive.
It was like $700 or something.
What?
Yeah, well, it wasn't just one tire that I replaced. I ended up replacing all of them.
Yeah. Yeah, that happened to me the last time I got a flat. They're like, well, we can replace it.
But we recommend that you get it on.
No, actually, my situation, a couple of times, since I've had this car, I've had 2 flat tires. One of them they replaced. It was like $200 for the tire, and then I popped the other one, and they're like, "We don't have a replacement for them. We only have these other tires, but you have to get all 4." And I was like, "You bastards!" And it was like $900 or something like that. It's at $800 or $900, I think.
I've had a couple of flat tires recently too. It's just faulty like construction workers leaving.
No, sorry, it was like $600.
There's been a lot of construction here in town, and I've just driving through parking lots and stuff like that.
You're just gonna throw that out there? Oh, they're doing. This town is just like under construction everywhere, man. Oh man, it's just like noise pollution and jackhammering and I just can't sleep. And I'm like, I live here too.
Look, by my area, they're always working by my area.
Are they?
Yeah. They're always road crews out by my area where I live, kind of on the other side of town.
Actually, they were doing the trees on the street the other day, and they were doing the ones right behind my house. They had like the lift. It was like beep 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 beep.
Yeah. Trimming trees. Now I don't know how trimming trees relates to
hold on,
loose nails.
I'm getting this phone call. Hey,
what's up, dude?
You're on the air. You're on live. Jon Does, episode 105. Pat's here too.
Hey, what's up, Brett?
Hey, how's it going?
It's going good.
Did you pick up MA?
No, I'm working on it now. I was actually hoping you could send her a text because I've been trying to call her. I realized she doesn't have my local number.
Oh yeah, I'll text her real quick.
I'm gonna send you a message on Facebook Messenger of just but text it to her like regular text thing, not WhatsApp or anything, because she doesn't seem to be answering that one.
Okay, I will. All right. Sorry. No worries.
I hope all your viewers, can handle a small freak out. Fancy Nancy's coming to Al Sal. Doing it 2023.
No,
by the beach,
I think people were more upset that I kept talking about Marvel movies than they are about this phone call. So it's all good.
We'll have Fancy Nancy come on as a guest and send pics, tell stories.
I don't know about that because I might get banned because she's gonna show nude pictures of me. You're gonna get my little tiny baby wiener on YouTube. All right, text me that message and I'll send it to her.
All right, cool.
All right, later. I just realized I should have turned my Bluetooth on. That would have been connected to the Roadcaster. That would have been better.
All good.
I'll do that next time. So my brother is gonna make me do stuff.
Sounds like he's a little under the weather.
He's
So this episode we're not really talking about much here.
This episode's sponsored by El Salvador, the whole country.
But yeah, I mean, we have had.
That's where my brother lives.
We have had some good stuff.
That's not a joke.
I know it's not. Yeah, who willingly moves to El Salvador?
My brother. So yeah, well, were you gonna tell me something?
Oh, I was just gonna. Yeah, well, I mean, I wasn't sure how long you were gonna be there. I was gonna try.
Oh no, it's cool. It's just a copy and paste and text. So, and whenever he sends me that, I'll do it. But so you're just gonna watch some YouTube videos? You want to watch this Batman versus Robin, and people can watch us watching?
No, I'm good.
Yeah, no.
But I noticed this Pedro Pascal, and I was just thinking, The Last of Us. If anybody else is out there is watching The Last of Us, what have you been thinking? Are you enjoying it? I really am. I thought this latest episode was the best one so far. Episode 5.
I don't think anybody likes this show.
I don't believe that.
Which is why everyone's talking about it.
Yeah, episode 5 for me was the best so far. I thought it had a good mix of a lot of drama and action.
Nice. All right, here we go. These
are some of the honestly, some of the scariest zombies I've seen in any show or movie so far. Or undead, if you just want to generally classify all of these. I guess technically they're not even really undead. They're just infected. Does that make sense?
Affected?
Infected.
Rejected.
Or
Why
maybe...
This is not copying.
Affected.
What in the hell? I'm just gonna
I thought this villain...
Screen grab it.
I thought the villain in this latest episode did a really solid job. I did not like her at all. So, nice job.
Sometimes that's a good thing, sometimes not so much.
Well, for a villain.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I guess not always, right? There are plenty of villains that are extremely charismatic, and you somewhat root for them. This was not one of those villains. She was just dislikable, which is great. I mean, that's what you're going for.
Okay, sorry.
She did that. She had that thing where I'm sure you've seen this before, but they have a really like cutesy voice, like, oh, everything's gonna be fine. This is all good. Why don't you guys just head back? And that really like kindergarten teacher tone, but saying some brutal shit. If that makes sense.
What is this? My brother sent me a message that says, as an apology to your viewers, please share this gem I took last night at the Costco equivalent. Savar is the shit. What's Savar?
I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
So I'm not in the know. I thought it said Siwa, like JoJo Siwa. Siwa isn't his shit.
I just texted, everyone laughed.
It's not a lie. We both did.
Man, we're killing it this episode.
No, definitely digging The Last of Us, though. And I definitely think you should give it a watch.
Give it a watch, like an Apple Watch. Those are expensive. I'm not spending that much
Those
money.
are, especially that Apple Watch Pro or whatever it's called. Have you seen that?
The one that's sponsored by Etnies? That's what makes it pro, right? Sponsored by Etnies.
I'm not sure how to respond to that.
Hi, Gracie.
Just makes me think, though, of the skateboarder Chris Joslin. Have you seen him? I think I actually have shown you some clips of Chris Joslin.
Is that dude that does that huge stuff?
Yes, he does insane stuff. He's sponsored by Etnies, and
okay,
dude, he is just gnarly.
Oh, he's on the same team as Apple Watches? That's insane, dude.
Free Apple Watch. No, I need Apple to number one, I need Apple to fix my AirPods because I don't know what happened there.
I need Apple to fix their business model. That's what I really need.
Apparently, they know about this defect, and their solution that they offer on the website is make sure
cover it up.
Make sure your firmware's up to date. It's like, how is this going to stop the crackling in my right headphone? I don't think that's going to work.
There's things that Apple has known, like the whole life of the battery thing on their products, like
their phones.
When Casey Neistat and that whole thing happened with exposing that, it was like, yeah, they knew that.
Of course they know.
Of course they know. They probably made it that way.
Yeah, planned obsolescence. Yeah, not cool, Apple.
I mean, what are you trying to make humans here?
I was pretty bummed when Apple got rid of the FireWire support for iPods. FireWire was fantastic. It's like there was such a better connectivity for the time than USB at the time. I'm not saying that USB hasn't caught up.
Yeah,
but FireWire 400
3.0 now. Or is it 2.0?
No, 3.
3.
Yeah. They might even be 4 at this point. I don't know.
I think that's probably just like a USB-C.
Oh, right. Yeah, Thunderbolt 4 or whatever the hell it's at. So, yes, yeah. I mean, Thunderbolt is like the FireWire of the early... FireWire in the early 2000s was like Thunderbolt today. Where, not everybody used it, but it was a way faster protocol. And I remember people arguing that USB was faster. It's like, maybe on paper, but the bidirectionality wasn't there. I really want to nerd out on this. He's sending information back and forth. FireWire was able to do it much more efficiently than USB.
That's why we should have MIDI for everything.
MIDI is slow as shit. But it's
MIDI needs an update for sure.
Super reliable.
It is, but it also needs an update too, like USB. Got its 2 and 3.0. Well, MIDI's had 1, right? I think they just
supposedly. I haven't really seen anything with MIDI 2.0 or anything like that.
Man, we're killing this week's episode. People are like fucking rollerblading and now Cable Talk. Awesome.
Hey, Cable Talk is great.
Cable Talk. Just do a full episode where we talk about TRS cables and XLR cables.
Sign me up.
I mean, honestly, it's probably a lot of musicians and people interested in electronics that would benefit from some conversations like that.
There are people that are like, I I have my MIDI my MIDI cable plugged in. How come I can't hear anything from the speakers? You know, I do see questions like that pop up on forums.
I was just looking to see if I had a common thing that happens with guitar players is the stereo versus mono, like instrument cable.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah. TS versus TRS.
Yeah. And man, I was just gonna try to pull one up, be like, "Do you know the difference between this one and this one?"
You can make a stereo cable mono by just unplugging it a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, tip rig sleeve TRS, or just tip sleeve.
But with guitar, that creates noise, and not good noise necessarily.
So there's good noise.
There is good noise. I've experimented with good noise in the past. Ryan, I'm sure, has experimented with good noise. There's good noise and bad noise, and it really depends on what you do with it too.
I think the worst noise is that USB whine, that interference, the unshielded cable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
you had it,
yeah,
I think,
yeah.
on the VT4.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. If you have something that's powered by USB and also going to your computer via USB, I've noticed it's like the worst.
Yeah, I just decided to go straight into the wall with
And you would think just plugging in a USB cable to your computer isn't going to introduce interference to the audio signal, but somehow it does.
Yeah,
it can be really bad.
Literal magic. Black magic.
Some sort of sorcery.
I have a camera that's a black magic camera, and you know what? Since I got it, it's just been like terrible things have happened to me.
I don't believe that.
No, things have gotten a little bit better.
Terrible things might have happened, but I don't believe that it's because of your camera.
Yeah, well, it's the black magic. I have black magic.
The black magic of it.
I need to use that. Actually, after this episode, I want to talk to you about a couple of things because I have some ideas and need to make a couple of decisions on some things. But I might have some video ideas.
Do you want to share it with the viewers?
No, I don't. No, not yet. No, not yet.
But look forward to that in the future.
Yeah, I mean, they're just ideas. I don't want to give you guys any false hope because I've had a lot of video ideas and half of them don't get made because videos can be difficult to make.
Oh, man, I'm getting out of focus here.
Yeah, sit up. Put your tits out, Pat. Make sure they're perky and everyone can see. You're gonna have to balance a book on your head.
All right.
Keep your posture, because
my posture is terrible.
Yeah, mine is too. I do try to practice sometimes.
Come from the video game generation. Gaming console generation.
Come from just being a troll, like a physical troll, not a literal troll, or a
like internet-based
troll, but an actual troll.
Internet-based
troll.
I like that.
I'm a troll. I live on the internet. It's just, you want to go over my bridge? You're gonna have to join my Patreon.
Most trolls do exist online these days.
It's true, except for there was a documentary about trolls.
My favorite trolls are
called Trolls.
Yeah, my favorite trolls are blue-haired and nude,
and they have a diamond in their belly button.
Yeah. Their hair is always so wild. I love it. Yeah, I'm a fan of trolls. That kind of troll is great.
I don't know if it looks like there's two versions of a movie Troll. Actually, can I see the laptop? I want to look this up real quick.
Sure.
Because there's a newer one called Troll that's on Netflix. Both of them, I think, are Norwegian. Because, trolls play a big part in their folklore. No, I'm serious.
Yeah, no, I believe that.
Yeah.
I was just thinking how funny it would be if the little toy role in their folklore.
Because there's this one that came out in 2022.
Uh-huh.
And then there was one that came out in like 2006.
This looks awesome.
6 or 7, maybe.
This is a Netflix?
This is a Netflix one that came out on December 1st. And then 2008, is that the one? Or is it Troll Hunter or something?
I like the images that come up when you search troll.
Oh, is this it? Yeah, this is it. Troll Hunter.
Yeah, what's this?
This one is like a fake mockumentary, but they do like a good job. Like they do a pretty good job. So,
this looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it's the other one is like a more cinematic. The newer one, the 2022 one, is like a movie. This one is like a mockumentary about here, I'll just read. A group of students investigates a series of mysterious bear killings, but learn that there are much more dangerous things going on. They start to follow a mysterious hunter, learning that he's actually a troll hunter. And yeah, it's this whole like mockumentary feel movie. And
oh yeah, it's a Norwegian.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I watched this like 10 years ago, and it's so funny because I dated somebody. And you know this person, I just don't want to name them. One of their friends was like, oh my God, like somehow trolls came up in conversation. She was like, guys, I saw this documentary. And I was like, do you mean the mockumentary? She's like, no, trolls are real. I saw it. And I was like,
yes.
No, that's a movie. It was really funny. I was like, I can't believe this person thinks this is real.
I have a related story.
Yeah, what's up? Tell me.
Yeah, so when we were in middle school, when I was in middle school, you might have already been in high school at the time.
When I was a young warthog.
I think it may have been in between your 8th grade and freshman year of high school.
Okay.
The Blair Witch Project was released
in
theaters.
Dude.
It was a huge hit, like a surprise success story. And there was a documentary that went along with the Blair Witch Project.
Oh, dude. Oh, my God.
Yeah, so you know about this. Okay, hold on.
It was on, like, the Sci-Fi Channel or something.
It was on one of those, like the Sci-Fi Channel A&E
I know exactly what you're
like
talking about. Yes, 100%.
Well, my friends at the time, my middle school friends, you actually know some of them.
Okay.
They were having some sort of sleepover, and they watched that documentary, and they didn't realize that it wasn't a fake documentary.
I actually...
You did the same?
I did the same thing.
And they were freaked out.
Well, we couldn't... Okay, so when I saw it, I hadn't... There was no marketing for the movie The Blair Witch. So when
this was the marketing, I think.
Yeah. And so I had no idea what it was about. Like, we just saw it and we were like, this is like a real ghost hunter thing. And it, like, you know, because ghost hunter shows in live action or like paranormal shows that are like a dime a dozen you see these days on like TLC.
Travel Channel.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Those weren't really around. And so like this happened and I was watching it in the living room with my siblings. And I was on the far end of the couch closest to the door and my dog was like, I need to go outside and go pee. And they're like, John, will you open the door? I was like, nope. I'm not getting up.
Apparently I didn't see this, but apparently the documentary was way scarier than the movie.
It was way scarier than the movie. It was maybe some of the best marketing for a movie, but maybe that should have just been the movie.
Well, the movie again was a huge success.
Yeah. I mean, without that movie, we don't have a lot of like found footage style that we get today.
Shot on a VX-1000.
I remembered seeing. Do you watch It's Always Sunny?
I'm familiar.
Do you remember in the earlier seasons? There's the one where Charlie finds out he has a kid.
Yes, it's one of the first few episodes.
Yeah, it's in like first season, maybe second season.
No, I think first season. I want to say.
So the girl that plays his like the person that he had sex with in high school or whatever is Heather from Blair Witch Project. The main girl.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either until I was like, oh, whoa. There's actually a lot of random people that pop up in It's Always Sunny, like Sam Witwer.
I can't even like picture what she looks like because in the movie it's just like she's like in a beanie the whole
blonde.
movie.
Yeah. Blonde, generic looking girl from the 2000s. No, that movie was and then they've done sequels. There was one that was like more like the movie The Craft, but it was like Blair Witch 2, and it was like these teenagers trying to find this book or something. And then I think they might have done a third one where like it went back to the original like found footage style. But man, yeah, that I'm it's funny that you brought that up, that documentary, because that got me too. You got that. That got me too. That was a good one. That was a real good one. But let's see.
That top story.
What? Which one?
Scroll down.
Well, that wouldn't be the top story.
The People's Court is ending after 26 seasons.
Judge Mathis is retiring?
No, the more shocking one is the People's Court is ending after 26 seasons. I used to watch this at my grandma's house.
Yeah.
With Judge Wapner.
Well, Judge Mathis is only like 2 seasons behind People's Court.
That's pretty wild.
That's
too.
crazy.
Yeah, because People's Court has had different different judges.
Yeah, because each episode is like a random person just like putting a judge on trial. It's the People's Court.
That's great.
You wear a powder wig. You go to jail for 16 years.
Yeah, I guess
we don't do powdered wigs in the U.S.
Being introduced to the People's Court at a young age really. I really just made me think that, and rightly so, that the American legal system is pretty much a joke. It's like this guy is suing this guy because he didn't. He says that his dog wasn't fed, and it's just like, what, dude? What is this?
Honestly, my favorite like judge show. So I mean, I grew up seeing Judge Judy, Judge Joe Brown, Judge Mathis,
Judge Reinhold,
Judge Mock Trial, Judge Reinhold,
Mock Trial.
You know, I remember seeing those and like staying home from school sick and checking those out. But my favorite one was when I worked at Telemundo. They have there's a Spanish language, but it's essentially Judge Judy. And the best part about it, I mean, these are all very clearly written. Like in the U.S., I do know that they'll like take people with minor gripes. And they will pay if it's like under $1,000 or something like that. They'll just be like, okay, this is the claim or whatever. But they do like try to hype up the beef a little bit too. It's just like it's reality television.
Yeah, it's just like the Jerry Springer show or something like that.
And they do that on this one too. But the best part about it is I forget her name. She's been doing this since like the 90s, I think, and she sings her own theme song.
That's incredible. You might have showed me that before.
I think it's called, the show is called Caso Cerrado. It is incredible. I love that show so much. My favorite episode was there was one I don't know what was going on. The People's Court theme is called The Big One by Alan too.
That's a great theme. I mean, that inspired us for Demon Court. Yeah. And then it has like that little bongo percussion in the background too. That's an awesome track. Alan too.
But there was this episode of Casa Cerrado where I don't know what the lawsuit was, but there was this guy who was like being sued for something, and he had this lady with him, and there was like all of the sudden in the show just allegations came out about like him drugging this lady, and that was like not what the whole like thing was about, but the judge was like, "Are you drunk?" And the lady was like clearly like, I don't know if she might have gotten a little tipsy, or she might have been like overacting or something too. But she was like, and then they had like a producer come out and be like, yeah, no, we have backstage footage of him like feeding her pills, and it's, oh my God, it's the best thing ever, because you see this like fake backstage footage from like, you know, up top, and you see like all kinds of stuff going on in the background, and then you see him pull out like a bottle of pills, and he's just dumping them out like cartoon-like. And so it's just like they're flying everywhere, and he's like shoving them in her mouth. And then the best part happens. He reaches into his sock, and he pulls out a full bottle of like tequila or something from his sock. It's
incredible.
It's not like a flask. It's a full like bottle
from his sock.
Yeah. It's like, how are you hiding that? There's no way you're hiding that.
That's so funny.
It's so good. Oh man, Casa Cerrado. That's one of the things that I miss about Telemundo, is watching the The content they had there was so good. So good.
You told me about that one show. I think you might have sent me a clip where the dude gets smashed.
Yes, I might still have that on my phone. I shouldn't show it. If I still have it, I shouldn't show it because I could get it claimed.
You think that company is gonna copyright strike you?
Telemundo is Universal.
Oh, okay.
Or NBC Universal. Here's a photo that I took from Casa Cerrado.
Yes.
I think I can show this because this was this was one of the episodes of shoot. I can't do.
Can't get it in focus. Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah,
that's incredible.
There's some good stuff there. I might have taken it off my phone, but I think I have it on my computer. Because it was such a good clip. Yeah, it's the end of one of the telenovelas. I can't remember which one it was. And, the way that they kill the villain is they tie him to a boulder that's on, a giant, crane. And they smash him into the wall, and it's just, blood and guts. And I ended up finding a behind-the-scenes on how they made that, too. It was great. Here, lean in this way.
Oh,
You're getting covered up.
Covered up by that chat. Yeah, the big one.
All that chat.
The big one by Alan 2. Not Alan 1.
Oh, man. Alan Tate.
Who's Alan Tate?
Andrew Tate's brother.
Is it?
No. That's Tristan.
Oh, right.
And then they have a sister that I guess they don't talk to.
Or she doesn't talk to them.
Yes, I think is more accurate. Anyways, Telemundo. We've had good conversations today.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
Let the viewers be the judge of that.
Well, it's been all over the place, but it's been
fun.
fun.
These Friday conversations are always a good time.
Yeah, I especially after the 100th episode, I was like, I think we should do these Friday episodes a little bit more loose, and I don't want to inundate everybody with Marvel talk so much, like I was doing there for the first 90 episodes.
Cable talk.
Cable talk, yeah.
That's actually a great title for a show about music.
Lean in. Or you can start doing weird stuff with how you crop your face.
Yeah,
I'll crop your face.
Face crop.
Here, how about this? I'll just widen the shot a little bit more, and I'll get in.
All right.
No, you get in here. You scoot over.
I'm scooting over.
This is why we need to do.
Maybe one of these episodes we could do live from my studio.
We could. Well, I think first of all you should get your new computer.
Oh yeah. New setup.
I got to figure out how to do this mobile.
It's gonna be expensive, dude. I'm just dreading that a bit, but those are the purchases that aren't the most fun, but they're definitely the most useful.
Yeah, if you don't have a computer, you can't watch porn. Straight up. Straight up now, tell me, do you really want to subscribe to my OnlyFans? Oh. Killing it with the not trying to get copyright claim today.
Yeah. I don't know what that was. Nobody asked for that.
Nobody asked for Star Wars either, but we got a masterpiece. Anyways, it's about 7 o'clock. You want to call it, or you want to giggle and shoot the shit for a little bit longer? We could keep going for maybe another 20 minutes if you want.
Maybe another 10, 15, yeah.
All right, let's go. What do you want to talk about today? How's your week been?
It's been pretty good.
Yeah.
What was one thing that I was looking up was, what's his name? He's a film composer, composer for film, rather. He did the music for Andor.
Oh, what's his name? I can't remember.
Did a solid job.
Yeah,
I really like this guy's music in general. I should look that up because it requires more discussion, further discussion.
Rhode Island, neither a road nor an island. Discuss. No, this is I don't want to call people out here, but I know there's one person that watches this show, might be watching right now. Not a big fan of what's his name? Ludwig.
Oh, Ludwig Göransson. Nicholas Britell.
Yeah.
This guy. One of the scores that I like a lot is from a show that I've only. Why?
I'm just kidding.
One of the So one of the scores that I really like from this guy, is Succession, and I don't even really watch that show, an HBO show, Succession. But the music is so good. I recommend just checking out the score to Succession. Some of the tracks. I'll show you some of the tracks that I like.
Is it more what's his name? Junkie XL, or is it more like Ludwig Göransson style? Neither.
I mean, he did Andor. So it's
I know.
Yeah. He's done a lot of other really good stuff as well.
I'm familiar with Succession. It's not a show that I.
Yeah, this guy. Oh, Moonlight was a big one for him.
Nice.
Yeah, but dude, Andor is so. Oh, he did Winning Time, my favorite show of last year. I didn't know that. Cool. Yeah, he's done a lot of
Vice
with Adam McKay.
Mm-hmm.
He's worked a lot with Adam McKay, so I guess that's why he did Winning Time as well.
So he probably did Anchorman. Just kidding.
He definitely did do Anchorman. I think he would have been like, I think he's around the same age as us. But he did The Big Short.
Mm.
He's worked with Natalie Portman a bit too. I guess he did.
They did some NFT scheme.
yeah. We're not here to spread rumors or anything, but this composer totally teamed up with Natalie Portman to do an NFT scam.
Yeah. This is the Harvard NFT store.
Almost the spit take there.
Almost. That would have been good.
Yeah, it's some funny stuff. The Harvard NFT store. The official harvard.edu/NFT.
If you come and buy your textbooks, you get a third of an NFT.
I don't even know what it would be. Third of Mark Zuckerberg's face.
I know some people might be like, I can't believe you don't know this. What's Harvard's mascot? Do they have one? I'm sure they do. Most schools do.
It's a book.
It's a book. It's a Facebook.
No, it's just like a book.
Yeah, I don't know these things because I don't have school spirit.
I do for Quarantine U.
I actually do have a little bit of school spirit for my certificate program.
John Harvard the Pilgrim.
Oh man, he's like the human version of Tony the Tiger.
Dude, what? He's terrifying.
He looks like he's about to punch somebody.
Yeah, he does have like the ultimate Chad chin though.
Yeah, he's Gaston.
Yeah, he's Gaston. What if Gaston was a pilgrim?
What if Gaston was smart? He'd start a university. Well, guess what? He wasn't smart, but he started one anyways.
Well, no, John Harvard. Yeah, I think that's. I remember that from.
John Harvard. He was a pilgrim, you say? He was the one that married Pocahontas.
Yeah, exactly. No, I recall this from the movie The Social Network. One of my favorites.
The Socialist Network.
I don't know about that one. But I do know.
Mark Lennon.
The Social Network, one of my favorite films, actually. But in that movie, I remember there's a scene where Andrew Garfield is being grilled. He's being initiated into a final club, which is like a it's like a frat for finance majors type of thing. I think specifically for anyway. They ask him a question about John Harvard, and he's like, Harvard wasn't founded by John Harvard. So that's how I know that. Harvard was not founded by John Harvard.
Because you saw it in the movie?
Yeah. So I know most of my information. I saw it on TV. Because I saw it on TV, so it must be true. Read it online. You going for the, what's his name?
It's the 1 minute smile section.
Yeah. What's that? What's that classic actor's name?
For our audio listeners out there, I'm smiling at the camera.
Smile? That's what's his name, right?
It's constipation.
Clark Gable.
Constipation.
I think that's what we said, right?
Station.
That's the Clark Gable smile.
Yes. The Clark Kent smile. Hey, I'm Superman. Should I have my underwear?
You just need to wear
a
little green tape.
Yeah, that's how Superman really wears a mustache.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so weird. When I see those clips, they stand out so much.
We've talked about that a few times.
Yeah,
but
it's insane.
It's worth talking about more.
Well, I mean, any conversation can be worth the conversation. It just depends.
Just depends?
Yeah, it depends.
You're just rocking depends.
That's what I'm getting at. Is I just shit my pants.
probably a good time to end the stream here.
All right. Yeah, I think we're getting a little
too loose.
Little too loose. Little loosey-goosey. Well, hey. That's the show.
Well, we didn't talk about much. I mean, we talked about a lot, but we really didn't talk about much. But if you want to support the channel, you know where to go.
Straight to hell. Just kidding. No, don't go.
Or AKA WildDinosaur.com.
It's the best place to support the channel.
Best place.
Yeah, it's peace out, Ryan. Have a good one. I'm sure I'll talk
Thanks
to you
for spending
soon.
time with us, Ryan.
Yeah.
We appreciate you.
This was unhinged at a little bit.
Perfect.
Sorry.
Just a little. Just gotta check them.
Yeah. Anyways.
Just a little mic wiggle.
Well, it's because I was saying unhinged and I was trying to get the squeak sound, like hinge sound.
You have 2 slots open.
That
works.
That's perfect. Perfect. All right, guys. I hope you have a
great weekend.
Have a great weekend. Do whatever your heart desires. Don't hurt anybody, but love yourself. And just have a great weekend. We'll be back on Monday.
I'll be back on Friday.
Same bat time, same bat channel. That Pat might be lying to you, and I don't want to be responsible for false advertisement if he doesn't come back on Friday, just because he might have to work late. Anyways, I love you guys. Have a good one. Peace.